Tonight, I eat some cereal, a dog wags its tail, and a red car drives past the house. Hello and welcome to the show. Now, you may notice two things that are different. First is the title sequence, which we'll probably get copyrighted for. And second is the presenting style, which I'm going to stop because I don't think I can keep up any longer. But hello everypony, hope you're well. This is going to be another one of those cross-hobby videos today, because the other day I was on Amazon, I typed in pony cars again, thinking, there's got to be something good on here. A couple of things came up and I thought, I'll put that in my basket, save it for later. And then yesterday I went on my cost of living credit and I thought, I've always wanted a Hot Wheels Ford Escort RS 2000. And I found one and I bought it, accidentally forgetting that I also bought the things that were in my basket. So I quickly cancelled the order. I've just got back from town and everything that I cancelled has turned up. But, I had a look at it and let's just show it you. Like when I reviewed the Mighty Jack's MLP dissectables, this is another one of those moments where I've had a realisation and thought, what the f*** have I just bought? If you can't tell already, it's a unicorn car transporter. Yeah. This was the only one that had some sort of die-cast cars with it, because the other ones were all for like toddlers and that. Now that we've got the initial shock out of the way, let's have a look at the box that it came in. So here is the box. This is an actual thing that you can buy off Amazon. And in the top left corner, it says Lehoo or Lehoo Castle. That's obviously the company that makes it. Unicorn truck with lots of... That's actually very similar to the old G1 My Little Pony Rainbow. And it shows you the cars that are there that you get with it. And then there is the actual truck itself. On the top of the box, it just shows you all the cars that come in it. The side of the box shows you how you can store cars in it. Foldable transformation design. Yeah, I love English. And yes, it does fold out because, as we will see on the back, it folds out into basically a racetrack, which is over 1 metre long. Yeah, nothing else really. It's got a purpley coloured horn. The mane that's styled on it is actually very similar to Sweetie Belle's hair. It's got a nose the same size as a jumbo jet. Its eyes are closed, so how's it going to dry? And it's got little red rosy cheeks. It's got little nostrils which are actually detailed there. But that's all you get on the unicorn side of it. And then it's got like little flower designs on the wheels, which are plastic. And the rest of it is the transportation bit. And of course, like I said earlier, it does have a little carry case which folds down. It's got like stars on it. And I think this little thing here is something to do with the track. So you can to switch which side the cars are running on. And it's lots of multicolours. It's like rainbow colours almost. So that's that, and then obviously we get a couple of cars. Now I just thought these would be nondescript cars. I mean, yes, they are very cheaply made, as you can see, very light, but for little toy cars that are cheap, this sort of quality, they're definitely the most detailed ones I've ever seen. You've got like air vents at the front there, and I was even more shocked when I realised that this one in particular, Speed Passion, is based off a McLaren Mercedes SLR. This one is clearly based off, I can't remember the name, but it is definitely a Lamborghini. I like how on the sides they have like little transparent blue bits. This one, I originally thought this was some sort of McLaren, but I think it might be a Ferrari or some sort of Pagani Zonda. Again, look at the detail at the back of that. This is the only one that I can't work out what it's based on. It's obviously some sort of convertible. Let's see it unfolded out. He is on the floor. So basically it starts off with the tailgate, There we go. Here it is. That's not bad, is it? For just a cheap, nondescript toy. We should give it a test, don't you? So, I'm going to try out the little Lamborghini first. God, what am I doing with my life, eh? I've just realised as well, at this end, it's got little launchers, so you can actually launch the cars. So we'll go with it, shall we? 3, 2, 1. Well, do you know what? That's actually really good. I'm going to do that again with the little convertible. That's actually really good fun. Today, when I was in town, I found a load of Hot Wheels. So let's see how a Hot Wheels Porsche 911 GT RS copes with it. 3, 2, 1. Not so well, apparently. Let me try a different Hot Wheels car that I've got here. Let's try the old Ferrari F40. Right, Ferrari F40, how do you go? 3, 2, 1. Even worse. This is, I think it's called Lil Ball, but it's based on some sort of off-road mini. Let's try that, because that's slightly higher up and lighter. Oh, well, that was better. I want to try it with another. I'm so sorry, this is actually really addictive. Let's try the Ford Escort RS 2000, which is the one that I actually bought off Amazon with this. Here we go. Oh, that works as well. Anyway, you get the idea with that. Well, there you have it. When I was reassembling it after I'd unfolded the ramp, I noticed that something was rattling in the nose of the unicorn. And luckily it is screwed together, so I unscrewed it and tipped it up, and a tiny little spring fell out, which is obviously from some part of the mechanism for the car launchers, but I tried both of them and they're working fine, so I've no idea where that spring's come from. And if you are interested in getting something like this, that's another great thing about this, is that you can use it as like a display rack. Just going to display these in here temporarily, but yeah, it's the perfect size for Hot Wheels cars or Matchbox, Majorette, Maisto, Siku. It depends how well they run. I think these sorts of little cheapy jobs are going to be the best for running on this because of the ups and downs, and obviously these Hot Wheels are quite weighty. What a thing, hey? I think this is one of the weirdest items I've ever bought, alongside that Mighty Jack's Hidden Dissectables. Still, you know, it will definitely be in my collection. I'm not sure for how long. Well, what a thing, eh? It makes you wonder what must be going through the minds of designers when they're coming up for new toy ideas. And, you know, thank God we have people like that, because they brought us this gestalt entity. Yeah. Anyway, thank you very much for watching whatever the hell this is. If you did like it and you like what else you see on my channel, don't forget to like, comment if you fancy, and subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you soon. Take care, guys. Cheers.
And you'll open up your window and you'll suddenly find that a peanut has knocked on your door. It doesn't make sense, it doesn't make sense. If you understand this, then you're mad. It doesn't make sense, it doesn't make sense. And the singing is also quite bad.